will guide you through the setup of the DJI FPV combo and the DJI motion controller before your first flight. Before flying DJI FPV, you will need to complete the following preparations. Unboxing. Open and unpack the boxes of the DJI FPV combo. Take out the drone and goggles at the top of the box. Then take out the remote controller underneath. Take out the accessories in the box. Remove the gimbal protector. Remove the protective adhesive from the gimbal. Mount the 4 antennas to the corresponding positions on the goggles. Connect the AC power adapter with the AC power cable. Take out the DJI motion controller. Visit the download page on DJI's official website. Scan the QR code on the page, download the DJI Fly app, and log in or register a DJI account. Press the power button once to check the battery level of each component. Use the AC power adapter in the box to charge the flight battery of the DJI FPV drone. The DJI FPV goggles battery, DJI FPV remote controller, and DJI motion controller can be charged with a USB-C cable connected with the AC power adapter. Below is the charging time for each component. Motion controller, 2.5 hours. Remote controller, 2.5 hours. Intelligent flight battery, 50-minute. Goggles V2 battery, 2.5 hours. Insert the flight battery into the drone. Press the power button once and then hold to power on the drone. Use the power cable to connect the goggles with the goggles battery. Press the power button once and then hold to power on the goggles. Press the power button once and then hold to power on the DJI FPV remote controller or motion controller. Linking. Linking refers to the establishment of a wireless connection between different components. If the following circumstances occur, you may need to link the components again. The rear aircraft status indicators of the drone are quickly flashing yellow. The battery level LEDs of the remote controller are quickly flashing at the same time. After powering on all components, link the drone with the goggles first. Press the red linking button of the goggles using a small, thin object. Press and hold the power button of the drone. When linking is successful, the goggles will stop beeping, and the drone's aircraft status indicators will stop flashing in sequence. Next, link the drone with the remote controller or motion controller. Press and hold the power button of the remote controller or motion controller. Press and hold the power button of the drone. When linking is successful, the remote controller or motion controller will stop beeping, and the drone's aircraft status indicators will stop flashing in sequence. Connect the USB-C OTG cable to the USB-C port of the goggles. Connect the goggles to a mobile device using the USB-C data cable. Launch the DJI Fly app on your mobile device. If this is your first time using DJI FPV, you will receive an activation prompt in the DJI Fly app. Please follow instructions to complete activation. After activating DJI FPV, update the firmware of each component to the latest version, and a prompt "New firmware available" will appear in the upper left corner. Follow instructions to download the firmware and wait for the update to complete. You can also use DJI Assistant 2 FPV series on a computer to update the firmware of each component separately. Switching controllers. Follow the steps below if you want to switch controllers after linking. Power off the DJI FPV remote controller 2. Power on the DJI motion controller. Link the DJI FPV drone with the DJI motion controller. If it is your first time using the DJI motion controller, activation is required before linking it with the drone. After linking, connect the goggles with your mobile device and use the DJI Fly app to activate the DJI motion controller and update the firmware. You are now ready for your first flight with DJI FPV. Thank you for watching.